Ladies and gentlemen, it's cool to care. It really is. And while nonchalance is the talk of the town, there is a great danger to nonchalance. There really is. And I really want to help you avoid this, especially if you're younger. And let me explain it in the best way I can, using let me sprinkle in a little bit of pop culture. You know, because my boy, Timothy Chalamet, Tim. I love my boy Tim. You know, I think it was earlier this week, that he accepted the Screen Actors Guild Awards, the SAG Award, for the Best Male Actor for his role in the Bob Dylan biopic, A Great Unknown. Go see it, and actually shout out Music In, where we do our weekly show. It was featured in it, because Bob Dylan used to go to the Music Inn all the time. It's neither here nor there. But my boy Tim, he went up on stage, and he said, thank you very much. He's like, I could downplay the significance of this award, but the truth is that I gave up 5.5 years of my life. I sacrificed over half a decade of my life to play this role the best way that I could. And so this means a lot to me. And it means a lot to me because I want to be one of the greats. I want to be like Mike. You know, I want to be like Jordan. I want to be like Brando. I want to be one of the best. He even threw in Michael Phelps, Baltimore legends. Look at that. He said to everyone there, I think De Niro was there too, and he loved it. If you go, you'll see the fucking smile on De Niro's face. When Tim spoke this into existence, he said, I want to be one of the greats. And I really loved that. I loved how open and honest he was to everyone, including himself. Because the truth is, if you want to be one of the greats, you got to speak that shit into existence. There's no being nonchalant about it. It doesn't exist. And that's the big danger to me of nonchalance, is if you're too cool to care, you're not going to get the results that you want in your life. If you get too detached from reality, you're not really living. I really loved it. I mean, look, it fired me up. You can tell I'm fired up right now. And honestly, if you ask any of my friends, one of my big, I wouldn't call it issues, something I've been self-aware about is my eagerness. I'm over-eager. You don't have to ask my friends, actually. Just watch my other videos. Go watch any of my YouTube videos. Go watch anything. There's nothing nonchalant about me, and it's just who I am. But I was always very self-conscious of this over-eagerness, especially, in the last 5, 6, 7 years. Probably when I started doing stand-up, after a year or two in, I'm like, there's so many cool people doing this. I'm not cool. And I was over-eager about it. But something changed a couple years ago when I'm like, why do I give a fuck? I want to be the best stand-up comedian, period. I do. I work my ass off at it every day. I still go to open mics. I've been doing this for 10 years. I still go to open mics. I still do it. I still have jokes that I want to get up on stage and do. I want to be one of the best. You think of Carlin, you think of Louis, you think of all of them. I want to be up there. And I don't feel bad about saying that. I want to be one of the best entertainers. I want to be one of the best creators on this app. It's going to take time. I make these every day for a reason. And I say all this to say, I want you to feel that way too. I want you to feel comfortable saying the things that you want in your life too. You really need to speak this shit into existence for it to happen. And say it with your motherfucking chest, right? Get yourself into it. It's your life, man. There's nothing nonchalant about your life. Really. You only got one of them to live, especially if you're young. Man, if you put the work in now, the gap between you and everyone else is going to be crazy. And I'm telling you, man, it's hard to just believe me, but just from the lens of what I've done with stand-up, I can't tell you how many funny, amazing, truly gifted comedians who are still in the same fucking place. And how many people who are like, he's kind of funny, he works really hard, or she's kind of funny, she works really hard, who are at the top of the game and are absolutely killing it because they put the work in and they were unapologetic in what they wanted. I'm not going to list anyone because I'm not about that, but truly household names, actresses, comedians that you definitely know. You just see the groundwork, and for whatever field you're in, I'm sure with sports, I'm sure with anything, in the world of artists. I'll take speaking my greatness into existence over nonchalance any day. And that's, to me, the great danger is, especially I think if you're younger, even my age, if you're nonchalant, it feels cool, then you're not worried about the outcome. I can understand the appeal of that. You look good, you feel good, but being that detached is very dangerous because you will end up in a world of what ifs. What if I really went after my dream? What if I really went after my goals? And then you're on the other end of 30, looking back at your life going, why did I spend it just hanging out with other people who seemed cool? Don't just spend your life hanging out with people who seem cool. Be you. Be who you want to be. And the people who are meant to be in your life, they will feel that energy, believe me. And I really only surround myself with people who want to do things in life and really want to go places and have a sense of, I don't want to say humanity, but a sense of the appreciation for the gift of life and what it is and what it means to be human, which is to experience things to its fullest, not in a nonchalant type of way. My favorite artists, Tyler, the Creator, Prince, they were not nonchalant. They really weren't. They were cool and they cared. It's cool to care. Jordan, Kobe, some of my favorite ballers, right? They care. They're the best. I think it's cool to care. I know it's cool to care. And don't let anyone tell you otherwise.